Hi everybody, welcome to Module 1. I'd like to start this module by saying the way we're taught to think of notes in medical school is very different than the notes we are actually able to complete in real life. Medical school, we're taught that your notes are extensively long, extremely detail oriented, and in real life we often are pressured by time and many other factors to not have that ability. So this module will start giving you the thematics of note writing. This is what we're going to cover in this module. Why is faster documenting so important, and the mental framework of a fast documenter. And this will be lesson 1. So let's jump in. Why is faster documenting so important? Here's what we'll cover in this lesson. The importance of saving your free time, the importance of decreasing mental overload, and the importance of improving your note quality. These are all key factors because these are going to be the themes that we apply in Module 2 to really skyrocket our note success. So why is saving your free time so important? Why not just spend your free time writing notes? It's not that big of a deal, right? Well, not really. Saving free time is critical if we want to mitigate job dissatisfaction and job resentment. This is critical for improving your job longevity. Documentation stress is highly implicated in physician burnout. You need to be able to enjoy more time with your family and loved ones because you didn't become a doctor so you can sacrifice all those things. You became a doctor so that you can contribute to society, not so that you can take away from your own life and martyr your own self. And more importantly, saving your free time is important for your own career acceleration and or pursuit of other opportunities. There are definitely valuable things that you would be hoping to do, and spending hours and hours after shift on notes is not what you probably envisioned. Again, we all know, and this is cliche, but time is our most valuable asset. And to even imagine if you were spending 2 hours per day for 12 shifts a month, that's 288 hours a year. And so you can just imagine to yourself, what would you do with an extra 288 hours per year? You can multiply that by your salary, or you can just use your imagination. There is a lot you can do. So I hope that this emphasizes the importance of how critical it is to get note writing under control. Another reason here is decreasing our mental overload. Our minds have a limited capacity to store short-term information. So having more short-term tasks on your mind decreases your mental bandwidth. This leads to more difficulty in balancing many tasks. And as you know, as you are storing patients' HPIs in your brain, thinking, I will get to this later. This chest painer had pleuritic chest pain, and this abdominal painer had left upper quadrant pain. Now you are decreasing your bandwidth because you're not offloading that mental burden. And that's something that's very critical to keep in mind, that you're not saving time by holding that in your brain. You're actually decreasing your own mental overload. If you're able to decrease this, you may have an ability to deliver better patient care. Your mind will have more bandwidth to focus on the patient's disease process, as opposed to focusing on the stress of having to write a note and or the note details. How hard can it be to remember whether somebody smoked and has stopped, or has still smoked and recently had a cigarette but is trying to stop? These are all things that need to be offloaded onto some other platform so that your mind can continue thinking about the most critical thing that you need to, which is patient care and getting through your shift, managing that workflow. Decreasing that cognitive load will also help you see more patients. Without the stress of yet another note, it is feasible to not feel overwhelmed by taking on more patients. Oftentimes we have note anxiety. Well, if I pick up 3 patients, that's 3 extra notes. I'm already 5 notes behind. Now it's 8 notes. And just those thoughts will interfere with your performance and your productivity. Again, systemizing and enhancing your note skills will improve your note quality. And it might even help with your risk of litigation. And the reason I say that, I am no attorney, but the reason I say that is because notes done later carry the risk of poor recall. It's extremely cognitively stressful to be writing a note later, maybe a day later or 2 days later, or even, if you can imagine, and maybe has happened a few days later. You're now doing a note while you're tired at home or work, tired at home after work. Notes done, or if you just try to rush through it, notes done quickly without a system carry the risk of compromised detail. So you're either carrying the risk of poor recall if you wait till later, or you're carrying the risk of trying to quickly do a note and compromising the detail. So there needs to be some kind of system created to find a good middle ground between these. Continue adding on. Notes done unsystematically in a busy environment leads to increased mistakes. And so you have to systemize your notes. It is critical. Without speed and an efficient system, you may compromise key note elements. So here's what we learned in this lesson. The importance of saving your free time, the importance of decreasing your mental overload, and the importance of improving your note quality. These are all critical things, and they will become a theme as we go into module 2. But these are motivators to help emphasize the importance of fast documentation. Here's a good quote. Again, lost time is never found again. It is a very true statement, and it sets with me very profoundly.